film.
We have such sights to show you.
Welcome back to Devil Made Me View It, a horror podcast. I'm Jesse Spitzer.
And I'm J.R. Lee.
And today we're super excited to talk about our top 10 movies of 2025. I think a good preface is that these are not the top 10 best horror movies of 2025, but our personal favorites.
Yeah, this is a favorite list because the best, not even subjective, is like, you can't discuss it. There's movies that are undeniably the best movie made of the year.
Yeah.
That's just kind of boring to...
Yeah. So it's going to be our favorites.
This is the top 10 movies that are in focus, and we really like them.
Yeah. We're going to be doing a two-parter, so this is actually part one. We're going to be talking about our top six, or our bottom six. How does that work? Bottom five, top five. Anyways.
It's the first five.
Yes. Right. Bottom five sounds bad.
Yeah, honest.
But yeah, you want to just jump right into it? I think.
But real fast, like you were saying, like the bottom five sounds bad. This is a year where we could have done a top 20.
Yeah.
You know, like some years when you're like conversational, you're sitting there talking, and it's like, oh well, my favorite, here's the best one, or the second best one, and there's a lot of other stuff. This year was ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't I don't remember seeing a movie that came out this year, a horror movie that I didn't like.
Yeah.
Like, not that there wasn't stinkers. I definitely avoided some stinkers. Like, you got your Winnie the Poohs and your Steamboat Willies and stuff, which I'm not saying those are stinkers outright, but I haven't watched them.
I'm very curious about them, but I'm not going to...
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not curious enough.
Yeah. Life's too short. But yeah, this is going to be our top 10 favorite movies of the year. The things that were like, for me... The ones I've recommended people that don't know me, like on the street. Oh, you've got to see, fill in the blank, or why haven't you seen it? That kind of stuff. So yeah,
for sure. All right. Well, I'll start us off with my number.
The way where we're gonna do this is if like the standard rule for this is we're gonna go through 10 to 1. Mr. Spitzer will go first, and if I have it ranked higher, I will say higher, and we'll just discuss it later on. So we're not kind of being anticlimactic with these. So
yeah,
Mr. Spitzer will go first. I'll go second.
Yep.
And then we'll go from there.
In other words, like if there's a tie on a movie, if a movie's on both of our lists, we'll wait until it's the higher priority to talk about it.
Yeah.
Start us off. Number 10, I have Toxic Avenger.
A film I absolutely loved.
Yeah, this movie, I was so excited for. It felt like eons before I finally was able to watch it, from when like other people in the world got to watch it. I had major FOMO. Everything about this movie is so just fun. The tone is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's everything I wanted the Street Trash remake to be. Pretty much like it's
the bar has been set pretty low there, boss. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not mean spirited at all, which I love. It's like I don't know. It's just great. It's just a great time. There's nothing in there that's gonna make you feel bad or nothing, and the performances are great. Yeah, it's such
a love letter. Someone way smarter than me pointed out that this is the opposite of, this can't be a cash grab because there's no cash with Trauma.
I love
but
that.
It's like the respect that this movie, that Macon Blair had for Toxie, is like, people when they remake the Iliad coming up, or the Odyssey, and when they remake Batman movies, there's not this much respect for the source material as in the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah,
it's like. It's so much fun.
So many cute little nods and stuff. And actually, I believe we could probably go on about this for like a full hour, because we already have. So if you haven't watched that episode, check it out to see more kind of in depth about how we feel. We're not going to linger too long on these ones that we've covered already. But yeah, Toxic Avenger, number 10.
Like you're saying, number 10. I've been waiting for this movie for a couple of years. It was one of the ones that they were teasing it like 2 years ago. It was done like in 2023. Yeah. So I've been waiting for this thing for a bunch of years. It finally plays locally. We fly out to see it, and it was one of those things where I smiled the entire time, and then it didn't make my top 10. That's how good this year's been.
Yeah,
where like I'm literally considering getting a Toxic Avenger, the new version tattoo.
Yeah,
and I want to get the crystal mop instead of the loose mop. I want to get that tattoo, and it still didn't make my top 10 for the year. That's the craziness.
Yeah. And it barely made mine. And spoiler alert for a little later in this part one of this top 10 list. There's a movie that was on Jason's list that I watched in preparation for this, that if I wouldn't have set everything in stone prior to this, it probably would have bumped The Toxic Avenger. So, yeah. Again, it
The
deserves to
aforementioned
be.
Steamboat Willie.
Yeah. It deserves to be on the list for sure.
Yeah.
It's just what a crazy year. But yeah, that's my number 10.
That's going to be one that's going to be proudly on the shelf next to the first 4 films and the cartoon and everything else.
Yeah.
My number 10, another one I waited for a long time because the director hadn't made a film for about a decade in the horror movie, was Dangerous Animals. Mm-hmm. Have you seen this one?
Yes, this one. This one was not on my radar, but you were the one that told me to check it out, and great movie, loved it.
Yeah, this is like the first time I've seen. I mean, everything post Jaws with sharks, either they're making fun of it and trying to like go against Jaws, like Sharknado, or they're just ripping it off. Whether it's going to be Jaws 2, 3, and 4, or even the good ones like Deep Blue Sea, and anything on sci-fi. But this one has such a new way of doing it, of have it being a serial killer who uses sharks as his weapon. Mm-hmm. And not like a shark knife, but he goes out on a boat. He has a whole backstory, and it's Jai Courtney. I think I'm saying it's Jai or Jay Courtney. I go in. To me, he's just like a Die Hard 4 or a Captain Boomerang from a Suicide Squad. But in this one, I just loved him so much.
Whoa, I never made that connection.
That I loved him?
No, that it was Captain Boomerang.
I think it's Boomerang, yeah.
No, you're right. You're right. It is for sure.
And he's fun in that one too. It's just one of those kind of guys. And I always get him confused with like Tom Hardy and the backup kind of guys. But I thought in this thing he was so much fun.
Yeah.
And it was visually, and it was just one of those ones where at the end they point out the shark's just an animal. The shark isn't out to, like it kind of does it does sharks justice that Jaws did him dirty 50 years ago by making the shark the bad guy, and then people are afraid of sharks, and it's just an animal, and it's really a pretty animal. But here it is like he's in the water, it's their world, we're in the way, and the sharks doesn't care who's there. They're not taking sides, they're just hungry.
Yeah. I could watch and I would just want more movies with that villain. Maybe using different animals. That could be kind of fun. Maybe like a tiger or something.
I can see that, yeah. But there's a whole movie like a Tiger King movie, this setup kind of thing where they're doing tiger pits.
Yeah.
And we had just seen the actress in this. I know she's on like Yellowstone, but I know her from Tacoma Fire Department, the Brooklyn Lizard adjacent guys, and she's like the slapstick daughter in the show, and she's really funny. So watching this was like immediately you're on her side, and it's not a funny movie, and it's a great movie.
Yeah,
this is on Shudder. This is one of the ones that when I was bragging it up, people have to see it. Like I said, you need to get Shudder, and it wasn't on there yet. It's like 2 more months away from going from theaters to streaming. Just get Shudder. It's like $6 a month. Come on.
Yeah.
What are you doing wrong?
For sure. I feel like there must be. I feel like the people that watch this podcast and people that own Shudder, that must be like a circle, right? Or like
it's the Venn diagram. It's just it's pretty much well. Then half the references we have, it's if they're not watching it, they're skipping ahead or skipping entirely. That's very true. All right. That's Dangerous Animals is one that because the gentleman who made it, he'd done one of our favorites, The Loved Ones, and so been waiting for this guy to make another one, and he didn't write this one, but it's just his style and his choice. It's like he knows when to pull a punch and when to just show it everything. Mm-hmm. Dangerous Animals, the best shark. You can say the best shark movie in the last 10 years, and that's not really it's not as competitive as 2025.
Yeah.
All right, and your number 9.
My number 9 is Stephen King's The Long Walk.
That's funny because my number 9 is Richard Bachman's The Long Walk.
Oh wow! Is that actually a Richard Bachman one? I don't know.
It was a Bachman. It was a Bachman book. Yeah. So we both have The Long Walk at number 9. Yeah. Now, I saw this one. I was there first day in the theater because I figured this was not going to do well because it's such a serious, depressing kind of subject matter. And you just saw this one recently?
Yeah, like about an hour and a half ago.
So your feet still hurt from this one.
Yeah.
This is the director of, I think, Constantine, probably did more important things. I think it's Francis Lawrence. It's a Richard Bachman book that he wrote. I think he was 19. I know he's a college kid when he wrote this one. And you look at it and it's kids they enter. It's kind of a Hunger Games idea that
Yeah.
they get selected to participate in a contest, and then the winner gets money and gets all the money you can possibly think of. Um, and it's just they're just walking. They're not fighting. It's not it's not a battle royale. You know, it's not Running Man. Also, Richard Bachman, Stephen King, which we just had this year again. They just have to keep walking, and like it's just following these kids. And I'm not sure if that's a metaphor. I mean, obviously you can sit there and go them against us, the haves and the have-nots.
Sure.
But them, it's all the kids, and they're kids. They're under. I think they're 18 or under. I think they have to be. The bonding they do as they're walking, and they all know that only one's going to survive. Because that's the point. They're walking, and then the contest is whoever lasts the longest. And you think, oh, how do they? Women like gets tired and fall asleep? No, if you go below 3 miles per hour, you get shot.
Yep.
Because you're surrounded by the military, who is just. It's in an alternate reality where there's fascism. It's way alternate, like inches away. And this is one of the ones that's creepy when you watch how how Stephen King was psychic. You know, how he saw the future, because this could have been written today and it would have been so on the nose. And the fact that it's 40 years old.
Yeah.
You just kind of it's a sci-fi. When it came out, it was it didn't get published at first. It was when he had his name made after Carrie and Salem's Lot and The Shining. He had a bunch of books to put out, to put it under a pen name for whatever reason. There's a bunch of reasons why he did that. And it reads when you synopsize it. Is that a word? It sounds like a kid who goes for a lot of walks and has this is what happened if I was walking to my death. But the execution, and the book is great too.
The book is really good. I was actually, when I heard this movie was coming out, I was like, there is 0% chance that they can adapt this into a movie. Like, how are you going to turn, a bunch of kids walking and like talking into a movie that's like compelling and engaging? And they did it. Like hardcore. It's very good. The time melted away while watching this. Like, it's so engaging. It's so just exciting at all times. It's heartbreaking. I cried twice.
Oh, this is if you don't cry, you're not watching it.
Yeah,
you're on your phone. Yeah. And it's absolute like just top shelf filmmaking, because it's two guys sitting at a table. You can cut back and forth, but it's a I'm not smart to describe this, because they're all walking, they're all at a pace. Yeah. And there's never a moment where you have like a mismatched cut where like it's the action from cut to cut to cut to cut.
Yeah.
You never get a stutter where someone is stepping here and then they're not like it's just
or
one
like
of those things.
Someone is behind the group and then all of a sudden they're in front. Like it was, you can tell that they put a lot of effort into the blocking.
A lot of work on this. And then they walked for like 16-hour days because they're not on treadmills.
Yeah.
They never stop, and because they stop, it goes bang bang. It is heartbreaking. It's one of those things that they do twist the ending from the book.
Yeah.
And for my ideas, it's not a bad thing. They do it just to keep the audience fresh. Because again, anyone who's going to go see this movie, more than likely has read the book. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, what do you like the long? Yeah, absolutely. This is one of the ones that it's so painful to watch, because no one's doing the walk for fun,
right?
And there's no bad.
It's kind of a theme they discuss too. It's like we all did volunteer to be here, but like, really, is there any other choice in this world? Yeah. Like, is that really volunteering?
Because you need the money to survive, and then
Yeah.
Like across the board, before Mark Hamill is the big bad. He's really good.
Yeah.
He's been having so much fun. But Judy Greer as the main guy's mom.
Holy moly! What
has like I think 3 scenes maybe, like dropping your kid off at school, which is also where they walk till they die, and then as you're walking across the through Maine down the East Coast, she's back again, and then just rip your throat out.
Yeah,
just absolutely. And it's just it's one of the ones that I probably. It's not the highest one I recommend, because it is one of those ones where you're like, I don't know if people are going to enjoy having their soul torn out of their face.
Yeah.
There's a bunch this year that are like, okay, do you want to be in pain emotionally? Oh, you do? Long walk.
Yeah. And if you want to be in pain physically, stay tuned. Yeah. Some of those are coming up too.
Yeah. This is the one that when was done. I sat in the theater, and I'll usually watch the credits.
Mhm.
Just I don't know why. Because not like the Marvel movies where there's going to be like an ending, a mid post credit scene kind of thing.
Yeah.
I just needed a minute to catch my breath and like think about, oh,
I
this is what does it say about me that I enjoyed this so much,
I'm so alone in my family that I'm the same way. I love sitting in through the credits. I love listening to the music. I like seeing what the
Yeah.
directors chose, or whoever chose to what music is gonna be at the end.
Mhm.
And I just like sitting there and just thinking,
Yeah.
and just decompressing.
Unless I have to pee, I'm watching the whole
Yes.
thing. And I still like when we're watching something that someone else picked out, and then you wait for someone else to get up. So we're all sitting there, and they look at me, and I'm like going, "Oh, we can go." Oh yeah, I didn't like this one. This is hot trash. But so we both agree that our number 9 was The Long Walk, and this is the one that I'm probably gonna with my limited funds, I want to buy this on my shelf
Mhm.
just to make sure I have it. I'll probably never open it unless someone comes by, but unless someone like, oh, they haven't seen it, they don't. Here comes the cellophane.
Yeah.
But also a fun thing, all the for being a drop dead, painful, serious movie, there are little bits of like the body of Stand By Me,
Mm.
R.I.P. Rob Reiner, of joviality between the guys that are walking, because they're walking side by side, and there's little bits of like of the guys of the Stand By Me cast,
Yeah.
little bits, and then as soon as you start thinking it's going to be like, oh, okay, someone behind him goes too slow, and then bam, cracking, like even and
Yep.
the gunshots hurt because they're so loud.
Yeah. And I
But
think the thing that hurts so bad is the persistence that these people show before getting killed. There's the one character whose his foot is like twisted backwards by the end, and he's still just stumping. He just can't go fast enough anymore, so he gets killed. And it's like, God, the drive that these people have, it's so heartbreaking.
Yeah, because if my socks are wet, I'm sitting down. Let alone just my general laziness. But I do want to get the disc because I've seen some of the behind the scenes features. They're rip roaring laughing out loud funny, because it's such a stressful movie. It has to be that.
Yeah,
Okay, now we're
sure.
gonna sit here and we're gonna okay cut, and
Yeah.
and
Also,
it's a great movie.
great movie. There's a lot of poop coming out of butts. So
I was
be ready for that.
circling around because the thing is, they don't get a stop. They have to just walk slow, and they kind of like walk again. 3 miles an hour isn't that fast, but if you need to haven't slept in 2 days,
Yeah.
so the guy next to you will keep nudging you. You kind of go on autopilot, but there are times when they have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And like I remember in the book they mentioned that because King likes to talk about poop and stuff.
Who does?
But I just figured they skip that. Not that I always wanted to see. They ruined the movie. They didn't show the poop part. But they show it, and then you're surprised by it. And then, but also the horror is when your pants are down to your ankles and you're trying to go. So like you have like they give you a warning and a second warning,
Third warning.
but then they end up shooting, and then you lose. If you go so far without a warning, they give you some time back, and it's basically there to give you the chance to poo.
Yeah.
And the one guy's trying to do it while he's walking, and then it's just like you're sitting there going, I understand. I see where it's coming from. I've been rushed to poop.
Yeah.
I've never had a gun to my head to hurry up and finish.
Yeah, I sympathize a lot with Diarrhea Guy. That was man, what a way to go on national television.
Oh, if I had a nickel every time. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was our number 9. Okay, sir.
So my number 8 is The Monkey.
And this is the first one where I'm going to be discussing this one later on. I had The Monkey, another Stephen King joint, rated higher.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that one a little bit later, or a lot of it later, depending on where it falls. So your number 8.
The Ugly Stepsister.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you didn't have this one ranked, but this is the one that this is the dark horse, because I had this one so much higher. Then I realized there's other movies that I loved more, but The Ugly Stepsister was recommended to me by just a random guy that I know, because I like horror movies. I'm like, yeah, Ugly Stepsister, and I'm like, oh yeah, my wife sent me a trailer for that. That's in like Dutch or German, right? Yeah, we'll get to it. It's one of those things you have to, And then I kind of put it off, and then he had mentioned it, and he goes, oh, it's just, quit being a wuss, watch it. And then I watched the trailer, and then so good. Just my nose still hurts from the trailer. What The Ugly Stepsister is, it is a period piece. It is Cinderella. from the point of view of the stepsister, but it's twisted enough where it's not Disneyfied. It is supposed to be very much the actual world.
Yeah.
And it's a world in which the stepsister and her mother, who don't have a lot of money. If I'm getting this remember right. It's
Yeah.
been a hot minute. And she marries for wealth, and then she marries into a family, and then the beautiful daughter, and then the dad, and then they become the house, and they kind of take over. The dad almost immediately, spoiler alert, drops dead.
Like the night one.
Yeah, it's
like
just
still
like
getting
oh
to know each other. Yeah.
oh hey, by the way, do you like beets? I like beets. Then yeah, and then it's just, and it becomes, it's very much like you would think of oh, it's not the ugly stepsister, it's not Cinderella, it's just a similar story. And at one point they start calling the daughter of the passed away guy Cinderella because she's cleaning up. Oh, that is stepsister. But then the main character goes through this transformation where she's trying to better herself, taking classes. Everyone's looking at her because she's like wide-eyed, and she's movie ugly,
Right.
Meaning that she's not ugly, but they make her look ugly, but like this is like what, the 1600s 1700s. So they give her rhinoplasty, where they carve off part of her nose. Her feet are too big, her hairline's bad. They just, it's the surgery they do in a room full of, and then the doctor's like spitting the whole time, coughing on her as they're doing the surgery. And then they keep cutting back to the dad who's dead in the parlor.
Oh my God.
Just further and further. Oh, this is one that I was so uncomfortable with this one. And I that's probably why I didn't have it. I had it high because it made me very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And your take of when did you watch this one?
So this one, again, I watched this one maybe last night, I think, or the night before. So I watched this in preparation. This is the one I was saying earlier, probably would have knocked Toxic Avenger off my list if I had seen it prior to making the list. Because I loved this.
Stick to your guns. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah. But I loved it. I was very surprised. I remember hearing about it forever ago, and I was like, oh, it's like a Cinderella horror movie, whatever. And I remember before I was watching it, I was like, I hadn't even seen the trailer yet, and I was trying to get my wife to watch it. This is not a Becky movie at all in any capacity.
It's funny because this is the definition of a Caitlin movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this was actually her jam.
Yeah. Well, I was like
popcorn, taking notes. Yeah.
Becky's like, "What's it about?" I was like, "Oh, it's just gonna be, it's probably a silly little retelling of Cinderella. I don't imagine it's gonna be too brutal or anything." And she was like, "Let me see the trailer." And I was like, "Okay, I'll bring up the trailer." And we're watching the trailer, and I'm watching it for the first time with her, and it says Cinderella meets Cronenberg. And I was
that's
like,
1,000%. Yeah.
I was like, oh, maybe this isn't for you. This might be a little more intense than I thought. And yeah, what a great. You were talking about the scene where she gets her nose altered, and it is such a painful scene without showing anything really that bad at all. It's 100% the girl's performance. Her screams.
It's a hammer, a chisel, I think like a bottle of whiskey.
Yep.
That. And it's a sound editing, and it's one of those things where I still feel it because they line up the chisel where they're going to separate the nose because you got to take a little bit off.
Yep.
And then it's her face, his face, everything. And I'm like, I'm like, oh yeah, did he show it? If they had showed it, it would have been an effect. And it would have been, it's like, it'd be like watching a Final Destination movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bloody. That's great.
Yeah.
They don't show it, but you feel it. And you're like going, everyone's got their nose bumped by something. And your eyes water.
And the delay, because he's like 1, 2, 3, tip. And then there's like a second, and then just the screaming. And it's like, oh my God. Like that is horrendous. And then later on, they do it again with the fake eyelashes. Which I don't know if this is a real thing or not. I could imagine.
I'm going to say it is because
I can imagine it. But
what women are forced to do. Is, like I always complain about like high heels are stupid in Maine, and it's nothing compared to this movie.
No,
And again, I'm late to the game of art, like saying, "Oh, women should have to do this." Well, no shit.
Yeah. We always like to talk about double features. This would be a great one with Substance.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. This is on my list above I like the Substance.
I love the Substance.
Yeah, but this would be a great movie. So did you watch it with in English, the English dub?
No, I watched the original.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I didn't know that when we watch it, it goes by so fast. It's one of those ones. There's not a lot of talking in it. I was kind of curious about the English dub if it was like if because they'd lose her performance
Right.
because even though I don't speak whatever language it was and it's subtitle, just if they took out her screams and stuff and her little like the wince and when she meets the love of her life kind of stuff. Oh.
Yeah, yeah, so good. Her screams. I love that it's kind of what's that called? What's it called in music where like something happens again? It's like a call back
like a chorus or
it's like a
refrain.
Sure, that sounds close.
The word "re" means do it again, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
refried.
There's like a recurring sound,
Mhm.
or her screams are kind of like reoccurring because I guess the movie itself is about vanity, right, and about
Mhm.
not being able to find self-worth without like it being exterior, I suppose.
Mhm.
And every time she puts herself through one of these physical changes, it's always accompanied with this scream, including there's a moment where she, I don't want to give too much away, but she throws up something really gross. And the sound editing, they just edit her scream in kind of in the background, like an echoey kind of scream, which is really cool. But yeah, great movie. I wouldn't recommend it to everybody, but I would recommend.
This is kind
people.
of like The Long Walk. The people that I know are gonna like it have all come back. Like my wife was just like, "This is the greatest thing we've watched in a long time," and she's a masochist. And then like in her circle, we've recommended it to a couple people, and they've all been like, "Oh yeah, we saw it. We already saw it. Like we saw it pop up on Shudder again, Shudder people."
Yeah.
And it's like that's something I have to watch. That was one of those like clickbait video kind of things that she'll come across and be like, oh, 5 movies you have to see, and then she'll like the first 4 she's like, I've seen it, that's trash. And then the 5th one was this one, and she's like, send it to me immediately, skip ahead 3 minutes from them talking about how you have to go watch Avatar. That last one, oh, this is so good.
I think the word I was looking for was motif. I just realized.
Oh, that's much smarter. I was gonna say, I said chorus, whatever. Motif is absolutely correct. You went to college more recently than I have, so yeah. I do need to watch this again with the English dub just to see if how they do that.
Too now.
I don't want to. I'm glad I don't want to watch for the first time. I remember I was whining about it to somebody, just how the evils of the dub, and I'm like, I should watch before I whine about it, but why not?
Yeah.
I think
I think in an alternate universe we could have done a full episode on this one.
Yeah, this is kind of the ones that came out before we started doing the show, and it'd be like to go back and like this is the ones that we missed. Then we should have done a whole show of. But yeah, the double feature, this and The Substance would be.
I'd say Substance first.
Yeah, because then the way The Substance ends and this one begins, and then this ending, I want to leave the double feature, the theater, on that note.
Because they feel like they're going to end the same way. I really thought there was a shot in this near the ending where I'm like, oh wow, they did the Substance ending, and not like in a negative way or anything. I think it works with this story really well. But then there's like a little extra at the end of like, there's a character in this movie, and there's no parallel to the Substance, I guess, and she kind of saves. I don't want to say too much, but yeah, I think this ending has a nice little satisfying cherry on top at the end.
Although did you watch the post-credit scene, the Marvel scene?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that was there, and I went back like the next day, and I had to, on my phone, had to skip ahead. You can't slide it over, and I had to skip ahead to the end, and I'm like, oh, that's great.
Yeah,
I wish I would have stuck around.
Yeah.
Wish the app hadn't shrunk it down and says, did you like this?
Right, or like starting next video in 5 seconds. It's like,
5 seconds.
Give me a second to breathe.
Let me just, especially this. Yeah, that's now Lilo and Stitch. Okay, so that was The Ugly Stepsister at number 8. Okay, now we're on to
my number 7,
which
7 was talked about recently, Silent Night, Deadly Night,
which we'll be talking about soon.
A little bit.
I have it ranked higher.
Yeah.
We're new to this. Okay, give us a break. So my number 7 is also a Shudder film, Good Boy.
I didn't know this was a Shudder one.
Yeah, and it's weird because it played up about an hour from here by pure luck, we were like, out roaming the roads like road warrior. Is at the theater. Oh, we want to see this because we know it was it sounds so gimmicky, right? It sounds like this should not work. It's from the point of view of a dog. The whole movie is, you know, but it's not a POV of the dog. That would get very old very fast. It's not like you're seeing the dogs, down the street, dogs in the shot. It's the dog's world. The only thing is the people speak English, so you understand what they're saying. But it is a horror movie about like basically it's a haunted cabin from the point of view of the dog. And it's not Evil Dead. It's not cheap. It's not a jump scare movie. It's a make you cry movie. And I'll tell you right now, going into it, the dog is fine. Okay.
That's very important.
It is very important. And I was thinking about this. I don't care about trigger warnings unless it's something that I know I'm going to absolutely hate, right? Or warn someone I'm watching it with. Mm-hmm. But like a movie like this, I kind of want to know before I get too invested, if it's going to happen, and rated very high. The dog makes it out fine, and that doesn't ruin any of the movie by going, how it ends, because you don't know how it ends. This is like on The Long Walk, as far as the craft of this, the dedication to making this work. It's a great movie. It's really a good movie again, but it's also one that I would say we got lucky. We saw it in the theater. I don't know if I was sitting in the house with my dog next to me or with the phone, like all the distractions being at home, it'll play the same way. Because a lot of it is something happens and very, very little score. The dog looks at it and then they cut to the dog and the dog's reaction is based on the previous shot, right? If you're not watching the whole time, and that's like any movie should be watched, no distractions. But this one, I'm really curious if it would work as well as it did with distractions, with the phone ringing, with, any kind of, the ability to see your food for eating something with it. Recommended, definitely. When we saw it, they had a little post making of on the end of it where they explained real fast. And I don't know why it was there. It was kind of interesting how they made it. They go, the dog's like his name in the cast. He's not the greatest actor. We just shot a lot. So they would get like one shot in a day, and it's like the director's dog and then his wife are like, they're both working him. So they would get the dog to look at something, and it would take several shots and a whole lot of ones and zeros. And it works, absolutely works. You're watching it because at that point in the movie, you're thinking that's the greatest dog ever. That is the best train. That's a Hollywood dog. There must be how many dogs? Whether they're 8 dogs, 1 dog, like in like this Pet Cemetery. This dog bark, no, not a dog. But this dog does the barking, this dog does the running, this dog does this. No, it's one dog does the whole thing. It's just they shot a lot, and they could edit and they could figure it out. And that's the post-credit scene. And then like almost immediately, I saw these little stories of they're trying to get the dog nominated for an Oscar.
Oh,
like you just gave away the secret.
Right? You just said he's a bad
actor. You told us he's not a great actor. I mean, basically that's what DiCaprio does. But it's I thought it was going to be a much grimmer movie. My man Larry Fessenden, Last High Picks, Habit. He works with Ty West a lot. You know Larry Fessenden, a New York filmmaker. If you see us, you'll know his face. He looks kind of like indie film Jack Nicholson. Wild hair. He's in Your Next. Host. He's one of the voice in The Battery. He's one of those really big. Like a cheerleader of the genre. He was in one with Jacob's Ladder with Barbara Crampton, again on Shudder.
Oh, okay.
We should get a little bug in the corner that brought to you by Shudder.
Someday.
So he's actually in it as a character from the past, like a grandpa character. So, but I saw his name on the cast. Oh, this is kind of violent, or going to be kind of a mean movie because he does very stark like drug related movies and like addiction films. So I kind of went in thinking, oh, I'm going to be kind of hesitant as I checked about if the dog dies or not. This could get really ugly, and it does get ugly, but not in like a mean way. It's a beautiful movie. I would recommend it. The last ones I've recommended to you have all been like rip your heart out. So maybe watch this. This is also kind of sad, but it's like it's nice. He's a puppy for a while.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's why I have not seen. I think I definitely will, especially now that I know it's on Shudder. That's all the input I have.
This would be one week. This would be fun to do, like a if you like it, to do an episode that's like the gamut of like dog movies that have Good Boy, Cujo, Man's Best Friend, something like that. To have like a
Yeah.
couple of them, and it's like a ranking of uh hero pets, pets
Oh,
gone wrong. Because
that's
again, it's a I think you'll like it.
yeah, yeah.
So
That does sound fun. Let us know in the comments if that's something that you'd be interested
yeah.
in. For sure.
Also in the comments about this, we're gonna have a little footnote.
Mhm.
Do you want to know that kind of a trigger before you watch a movie?
Oh,
Do you want to know that? Because I know we use Cannibal Holocaust. Obviously, you should know
that's
going
on
into
one
that one.
side of a spectrum.
Yeah, and then Good Boys. Yeah, but like, does that ruin it for you? Do you need to know? Because I like to be surprised, and if I know something's gonna happen like that, I feel like I'm not giving the filmmakers a chance to tell the story. If I know, but again, I don't have the baggage, not baggage. I don't have triggers like some
Yeah,
people do. I
yeah.
know, and if you're going to a movie to have a good time, and the movie accidentally does some damage to you, I would
Hmm.
think that's fair. It's fair to be warned. So
Yeah, that's why I always use Becky as the example, because I know that she needs the trigger warnings, the
Mhm.
um especially when it's like animals getting hurt.
Yeah,
Because yeah, it's like that's something that at that point it doesn't matter to her what like letting the filmmakers tell the story kind of thing, because it's just gonna ruin the experience, and then she's like, well, I'm out now. Like, I'm not
yeah,
even enjoying this movie anymore kind of thing. um but if she knows
yep,
ahead of time, then she can prepare for it and then get past it.
yeah. And it's the reason why it's like if the dog is heroic like Good Boy, it's one way. But like if it's like Cujo, my wife didn't have a problem with Cujo because it's like the whole story is about. But something like the original Toxic Avenger, like we get to the restaurant scene,
Hmm.
and I'm like, yeah, there's no reason for this coming up.
Yeah.
This shotgun. It's only there so that the girl has to go with Toxie,
And the
and
bad
that also
guys.
if anything, the only reason that they do that is because they don't have the budget to have the dog from the one day.
Yeah, oh sure.
That's the one where I kind of go, hey cat, hey, look over there.
Yeah.
That's a butterfly, and she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, there's a scene coming up, and she's like, they shoot the dog, don't they? I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
but don't worry, the dog was paid well. So
Also, that dog, I don't know if I mentioned this when we talked about it, because I'm sure we talked about this when we talked about the remake. Uh, that dog looks like it's having such a good time getting slid across that floor.
yeah, yeah,
The dog
and it just
actor.
yeah, and it just stops. Yeah,
That's what I always
I
tell
always
Becky
love.
too. Is like, oh, that's a really good dog actor right there, getting shot.
Well, I love in Cujo they had to tie his tail down
Oh,
because
because
the team runners was wagging so much, and like they had to hold it down.
oh, that's so
And I'm like,
fun.
that was the best. Yeah, like he's attacking the car because there's like an applesauce soaked treat in a mouse or some little rubber toy this in
Hmm.
applesauce for some reason so it could smell better, and he's attacking if he loves his toy, and I'm like going, and he says is it but a good boy, but I
Yeah,
mean that movie messed me up
I'm sure.
and I saw it stupid young on HBO at a friend's house. I can't afford HBO, but I was like going, oh, this is great. Oh, hey, that's the kid from Who's the Boss. Anyway, but yeah, so I need the warning occasionally too. All right, that was my number 7.
Yes. So moving on to my number 6, which was Del Toro's Frankenstein.
Okay, and I have this one higher.
Yeah, so we'll skip that for now.
Skip that one for now, and then I'm going to now. My number 6 was this is how the format's kind of weird. My number 6 is also Mr. Spitzer's number 7 is Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yeah.
I watched this. We had planned on doing a top 10 favorites of the year.
Mm.
I saw Silent Night, Deadly Night like last weekend, and I was like, oh, does this change my whole list? Because I hadn't actually sent it to you yet,
Yeah.
and I love this. I'm a Silent Night, Deadly Night fan. We have a whole episode about it where we gush for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
This one I'm surprised, and we have it basically the same spot back to back. I love this movie. The more I talked about it, initially I was like, okay, that's too new. I just saw it like before we did the episode last week.
Mm-hmm.
Is it on my list? No, it can't be. It's just we just saw it, so it's every movie you just watch your favorite movie of all time, and it sat there. Then after the episode, I'm going, I love that movie,
Yeah.
and I had it higher than 6 initially, like stupid high, and I know it doesn't deserve to be. Again, I loved it. I mean, I have this thing like I went out and the poster's on its way, and I've got the Blu-rays coming, about
Yeah.
to check. It shouldn't be I shouldn't love it this much, but Underdog, I absolutely adore this movie.
Yeah, I mean, we've already said so much about it, but this movie really was. I think the the kind of the slogan that we've been hitting a lot is that it's way better than it has any right to be.
Yeah.
It's just so good. It's so fun. It's made with so much love, and it is made to. It feels like it's designed to just make you not feel bad and just enjoy it and have fun with it. And yeah, it really and I think in my first draft of my top 10, it was in the top 5.
Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta account for recency bias.
Yeah.
So I knocked it down a couple, and I'm happy with where it landed on both of our lists. Honestly,
Yeah, I had it stupid, like I said, stupid high, and I like recency bias.
Yeah.
Is perfect, and this is one of those. We'll come back at it next Christmas. And be like, no, I was wrong. It should have been the number one. We should have done the
that's
whole.
what I'm thinking too.
It should have been a top one of the year. It was the greatest thing ever, and it is. It's the only problem with it, and it's not a problem with it, is because it had a small release, so it didn't get seen as much as it played locally, like once a night.
Yeah.
And I'm sure in other markets it played more, but like everyone I know that wanted to see it, it's already gone by the next week here. And so you can't watch it now. And like the streaming will be, in like 2 months, or it'll be in January.
Yep.
Where like something like Terrifier 3, it opened up like 2 years ago, last year. With the Christmas opening, it opened up early enough. I think it was around Halloween. If I remember, Terrifier 3 Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I saw it like in a costume. And then it was already streaming by Christmas, so you could watch it again widely. Yeah. So this is the one that it's like people will hopefully see it next year.
That's why I'm gonna be pushing. I'm gonna be pushing this like crazy next year for everybody.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like, listen, you gotta watch this because it'll definitely be available somewhere. I could imagine this landing on Shudder or.
But it should be like high rotation. But like it's the PR push they'll have for when it comes out. It's gonna be in 2 months. And like people are they're not going to want to watch it in January, February. So I'm just like, and there's no better place to put it, because if you would put it, in November and have it come out, people aren't ready for it. It needed to be when it was, but you can't pay for that kind of release and have it.
That's it's difficult to plan any kind of release around like a holiday because of that. But man, this movie deserves. It deserves.
And and I know it goes in because lowered expectations. The rest of them, especially, they're what they are and they're great, but it is like, as far as being like just the in the episode, the best burger. That was just a delicious.
Yeah.
It was so good. It's fast food, but it's like and again it's just as smart. It's got, I think it's got repeat value watching it, because when you go through not like a twist ending. But the twist in it, you can watch it again and go, oh, they knew that wasn't a twist.
Yeah.
That was, they told you early on, here's what's going to happen. But you don't catch it because it's hidden behind the tropes of a dumb Killer Santa movie.
Right. Especially if you're coming off of the heels of the original movies, like I was, where it's like I came in with a lot of assumptions, and those were all not in an annoying way, but a lot of the assumptions were kind of like, oh, yeah, well, look at how wrong you are, dingus.
But then it could have been that, and we've had those kind of, like the 2012 one is that, and they did more with it. They had the property, but they didn't shit all over it. They celebrate it. They have Garbage Day there. They have lions for the first one. They flat out have lions from Black Christmas. I didn't catch that the first time. It's me, Billy, on the phone. Our character in this one.
Oh my
god! It's me, Billy. And I'm going. I didn't catch it until I looked at the trivia and goes, oh, that's the scary part from Black Christmas. It's me, Billy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's beautiful. The Pam's, there's Pam in the original one. Just the whole thing, and it's just it makes me go back and rewatch the original two again, and I was fine not watching those again for a while. So that's fine, but like, and I'll watch a bunch of Killer Santa stuff. Now I have this one, so it's making me, I still want to make one of these at some point, and I don't know, but now I don't know why, because it's like I don't have anything to say beyond, oh, isn't it a cool costume? See, get it? I'm mad about Christmas.
It's the thing that people associate with positivity, and I'm making it be negativity.
I'm negative, yeah. It's like now you figured me out in my one note. So
you need to make like like a romantic comedy about Halloween or something. You know what I mean? Like do the
Every
opposite.
the opposite. A lot of them could be like an SNL sketch where you could kind of like make fun of the tropes and stuff. But like this one, I hope this guy gets like the Friday 13th franchise. I know he's been talking to him. He had the director of Silent Night, Deadly Night. He had directed I loved his Wrong Turn reboot, and he had directed a little. It's silly. It's a little Jason Universe, Angry Orchard, the gluten-free beer that I can't have. Sorry, gluten-free, but yeah, I quit drinking. But and it's like it shows chops, but it's like also it's basically a commercial for Angry Orchard. I mean, almost have Jason drinking the beer. But this one, it's like, oh, he knows what he's doing. He knows he doesn't reinvent a slasher movie, but he goes a little bit further.
Yeah.
He gives you he scratches your itch, but also it's the burger. He's got the really good fries next to it. Ooh, that horseradish? Is that mayonnaise? But yeah, I hope I would love a sequel to this.
Yeah.
I don't know what it would be. I don't think it's going to be as satisfying. It can't be as satisfying as this one was, because it is half of the joy is a surprise. If they make another one, unless it is just garbage day for the entire hour and a half, it's just down the street. Half of the joy was the fact that is this good? That little, oh my God, this is really good. That's the surprise factor.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can't recreate the surprise factor unless you can't.
Yeah, it's like I was talking to my wife too about this. I'd be down for like a prequel too.
Oh yeah.
Just anything. I like the concept a lot, and I just want to see more fun stuff around it, I guess.
Yeah. I could see it because there's a bunch of stuff where the Charlie character could be fleshed out, and you know where he is. Maybe there is maybe Ricky's in there somewhere. His brother from the original series is somewhere.
Is there any nod to Ricky at all in this? Not that I remember.
They don't say the name, and then there's the line about garbage day.
Yeah.
But there's no like talking about his brother, because I kind of just ruined that if he's out there, well, he's at an orphanage. If he's not helping his little brother out, he's kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
I can see a sequel with characters from the end going forward. It could be a whole different thing. You could have it. You could do what they teased us with Rob Zombie's Halloween, and have the protagonist turn into the antagonist at the end.
Oh sure.
And I'm just trying not to ruin the end of this movie.
I know.
I'd watch it. I'd watch the hell out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, this would be, if I was just doing like if I was doing just a straight typical horror movie top 10, this would probably for this year been number one of what people are considered a horror movie, right? Because the top half we have coming up are, except for a couple on there that are kind of just a standard well done horror movie, but the rest of the stuff are like such genre boundary fighting ones.
Yeah, that's true. I'm looking at the list too. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Part 2 is gonna be a banger.
Yeah.
There's so much.
You watch some things.
Yeah.
All right, so that is our 6 through 10, 10 through 6, whatever it was.
Yeah. Something like that.
I do need to go back, and I want to watch Good Boy again.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch Good Boy. Maybe I'll very quickly give my thoughts at the beginning of the next episode.
I like that. Yeah,
because I think that's the one movie on this list that I haven't seen. Yeah,
it'll be up for an Oscar soon. So yeah, I might have to watch a couple ones. There's one I do want to watch again. I haven't seen since the theater. And it was probably because I didn't want to. Why am I talking? I didn't want it. I know the theatrical, the experience I saw in the theater with the audience, and a lot of times I'll see them, because I'm an old man. We'll go to like a Sunday morning at like 11 o'clock showing, because we're busy after we have chores to do. So we'll see like a Sunday morning show, or we'll try and sneak off in the AM, because there's no kids seeing Silent Night, Deadly Night. But the couple of them here I saw like Saturday night at 8 o'clock was the only place time I could go see it in a packed house, and I was like, this, and I'm this is overstimulating. There's too many people here.
Yeah.
I want to go, and then everyone laughing together at what we saw. And I'm like, we're all family now, Alrighty.
Yeah. So that was the bottom of the top.
On the top.
Yeah, I guess, is there anything else we should say before we wrap it up? It's gonna be a little bit of a shorter
Um,
episode, but that's all right.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of a short one. Next week we're gonna have obviously the top fives.
Yeah.
And also we'll do the alternates, the ones that were booted off, or the ones that we not booted off, but the ones that in a year this good.
Mm.
There's a couple on there that just didn't make the top 10.
Yeah. Some more honorable mentions.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, that should do her.
Okay, well, if you want to reach out, give us your opinion on our top 10 lists, or just give us your own top 10 list. I'd love to see everyone's top 10 list, because I love top 10 lists, which is why I push so hard to do this.
And also, if you're watching this episode as it drops, Merry Christmas.
Oh yeah. How about that?
I just thought of that just now.
Merry Christmas.
Our gift to you is the top half of a list.
Right, the bottom
Yeah.
10, 5. Yeah.
You have to wait for the real present on New Year's. That it's going to be.
Right. Anyways, you can reach out to us on all social media platforms at TDMMVI Pod. At the bottom of the screen, you can see where we're at. Or if you want to reach out to us directly with a longer form message, you can email us at tdmmvipod@gmail.com. Let us know your top 10s. Let us know what you think about our top 10s. Let us know what you're having for dinner. Anything. But until next time, I'm Jesse Spitzer.
And I'm Jerry Elise.
And this has been The Devil Made Me View It. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.